there we go. All right, I was trying to go live here for the last couple minutes and it kept saying we were having an issue. Anyways, all right, well, good morning. Happy Sunday. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a few months now. As those of you that have been in here, I've been talking about it, going live, starting to really just connect with each and every one of you that are in here, and starting to have some discussions about a lot of the things that I talk about and some of the things that you all have wanted to talk about. So one of the big things that we're going to be diving into today is self-talk. All right, and when I look at self-talk, focus in on three areas of self-talk. First is the one that we talk about ourselves, right? Saying that I'm not good enough, or this is not going to work, or whatever it may be. I'm stupid, or I'm dumb, or I'm not capable of being successful. All of those negative self-talks, all right, that we put on ourselves when things get challenging. All right, the other way that we have self-talk, all right, it's not so much always about how we talk about ourselves, but also how we talk about others as well. And this could be, someone that you work with. Oh, that guy's a fucking idiot. Or, oh, I can't stand that person. They're so annoying. Or, oh my gosh, why is this person driving so slow in front of me? Right? So we have to check those types of self-talks too, because those are going to damage us and those are going to have an impact on our lives just as much as how we talk about our own self. Because typically when we're talking about others, we're really just reflecting ourselves. All right. Now, the third one is how you carry yourself, because we have what we call body language as well. So, all right, if you're someone that can have a tendency like me to kind of wear your heart on a sleeve sometimes, as my wife likes to say, that's an expression of self-talk as well. All right, so these three areas of self-talk are extremely important in taking into account and checking yourself, something that personally I've had to work on consistently and still work on today. All right. And one of the big things that has really helped me be able to control, all right, or at least be aware of my self-talk so that I can start to fix it, is my morning routines. By focusing in on my meditation, gratitude meditation to start my day. All right, every single morning before I get out of my bed and before I get into my phone and all of that, I focus in on at least three things that I'm grateful for. Right? I don't wake up and look at my clock and go, I don't want to get up. Right? I try to focus in on, okay, no matter what, we got to get up. We got to go do the things that we got to do for the day. But I have a choice on whether or not I do what I do. All right. I have a choice to lay there for another minute and just think of three things that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that I woke up when my alarm came on or before my alarm came on. I'm grateful for this comfortable bed and this pillow that I have. I'm grateful for my wife that's laying next to me, that she got into bed and she's not angry at me today, right? Those types of things. There's lots of different things, and I always try to think of three different things that's a little bit different, right? So then that way I'm expanding on my gratitude and not just honing in on the same three things, because that can get kind of boring. And we're kind of missing out on the bigger picture. There's so much that we truly have to be grateful for every single day that you wake up. All right. Each day is an opportunity, not an enslaveship. So, all right, it's all about perspective. But here's the thing. All right. When we're talking about ourselves, whatever you may try to do in your life, whether it's trying to be, successful, whether it's trying to create or start a business, whether it's trying to, obtain better health or lose weight or gain strength or whatever it may be. All right. The more you focus in on the fact that you are doing things to better those parts of your life, is what truly matters. You're not going to have any quick fixes that's going to help you lose weight or become a millionaire overnight, right? It's just not going to happen. So the things that I've been focusing in on over my journey and whatnot, and instead of saying, this isn't working, all right, focusing in on saying, you know what? I am taking action each and every day, and these little steps are helping me move forward to the bigger picture, right? Because right there, we're acknowledging that we're taking action. We're acknowledging that we are putting in the work, all right, to move towards what we want. It ain't going to happen overnight, and that's something that we have to continue to remind ourselves. These things are not going to happen overnight. But the more that we constantly put in the negative self-talk or spell casts, all right, through our words, the more that the universe is going to give us that, right? Because whatever we say, whether it's you're speaking to the universe, you're speaking to God, you're speaking to source, creator, however, you live your life in that sense, how we speak is what we're going to get back. So if you are constantly telling yourself, all right, that you're not good enough, or this not going to work, or this just isn't for me, the more that that's going to be your reality. So the more you have patience and grace with yourself, but focus in on acknowledging that you are taking action, you are doing something, is what truly matters. Because each day we want to stack that action, compound, 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 compound. And before you know it, weeks go by, months go by, and you're continuously taking action, you're going to see results. It's just like if you're trying to lose weight or build strength, you go to the gym. You go to the gym one time, you're not going to see the results that you want from that one session. It's going to take consistent work, day after day, week after week, month after month. And after 6 months, you're going to see some great change. After a year, you're going to see some phenomenal change, as long as you're taking the right action and implementing the right things and staying on course. All right, but so often, especially in the now, we are so hooked on this instant gratification because we're swiping through and our attention span is only there for a couple of seconds. And when we don't get what we want within a couple of seconds or a few minutes, we lose our shit. So it's important. Take note, all right? Study yourself, observe yourself and how you are responding to life. That is the biggest self-work that we can do. And when you start to consistently check yourself, your self-talk, how you're speaking to yourself, and you start to change that and say, hey, whoa, wait, why am I saying this to myself right now? This is not true. I know my self-worth. I know I'm capable because I've overcome things in my life. I know each and every single one of you that are watching, all right, has overcome challenges in your life. And what you need to do is you need to go back and see those challenges that you have overcome. And when we continue to replay the obstacles that we've overcome, the challenges that we've been able to work through, all right, that is what's going to motivate you and give you, all right, the power that you need to know that you are worthy, that you are strong, that you are capable. And we continue to remind ourselves those things daily is what we truly need to help change that self-talk, to help empower ourselves to be able, all right, to accomplish the things that we truly want to accomplish. Now, I want to dive into how we talk about others, all right? Because again, like I mentioned when we first started, how we speak about others is a direct reflection on us. If we're saying, oh my gosh, this person is so annoying, I cannot stand them. Why? What is it that is annoying you about them? What is it that you can't stand about them? Because usually it's a self-reflection on you. So we always have to take a minute, think about, okay, what is bothering me about this person and why? Why is what they're doing bothering me? And they just won't stop talking, or they just won't shut up, or or they're always moving around, or they're just way too high energy over this, or they're all over the place, whatever it may be. We have to think about a couple things, right? First, we have to think of okay, what's that person actually going through to possibly make them act that way? And then we have to realize that what they're doing shouldn't affect us. Why are we allowing them to affect our energy, our state of mind, and the actions that we may be taking, right? We have to check ourselves on these things, all right? One of my biggest things is when I'm driving my car, all right? And this is a pretty simple one, but it's something that I've struggled with ever since I started driving. Why did this person get in front of me? They're going too slow. I have somewhere to be. Whoa, do I own the fucking road? No, I do not. This road is for everyone, right? So we have to sit back and be like, okay, why am I in such a hurry right now? Why am I getting frustrated at this person that's just minding their own business and going down the road, right? Or why am I getting mad at this person for flying through and cutting all these people off? Yes, they're creating a danger to everyone else, but obviously they're going through some shit that I don't know about. So if anything, I'm going to say a prayer for that person. Whatever they may be going through right now, I hope they're able to find some peace and they get to wherever they're trying to go to safely. And I hope that they can just have a better day than whatever they may be feeling right now, right? That's powerful right there. For you to be able to take, all right, the negative thought process of someone else, bring it back to yourself, and show them love and compassion and send them some good energy to be able to help them through their day with whatever they may be going through. If they did something that pissed you off, instead of being like, this fucking idiot, who the hell do they think they are? No. Who the hell do I think I am? I don't own this road. I don't own this space. This is a space for everyone. And honestly, I need to learn how to be able to live with all of this other chaos or, lack of chaos going on if someone's going too slow or whatnot, and focus on that. Same thing in the workspace, same thing at home, right? We need to think about why the people are doing the things and why we are responding or reacting in those ways. And usually it comes back to us, right? If I'm pissed off because someone is going too slow in the fast lane, they're going 65 in the fast lane, and they've got 4 other lanes that they can go into and go their 65 miles an hour, it's typically because I'm running late. It's typically because I took too long through my morning, routine and everything, or I didn't get up out of bed right away or anything. It's usually my fault. But I am stressed out and I'm getting frustrated at the people that are now continuing, all right, to ruin my morning, commute and all that kind of stuff. So again, when we're getting frustrated at someone and we want to speak to someone negatively, that's your opportunity to turn that finger back to you and ask yourselves a couple questions about why we're acting that way. All right. I thought we were going to be able to get through this without the ACs going on with our neighbors. It's hot. It's like 80 something degrees right now at 6:45. So it's hot. So the ACs are on, but we're almost done. All right. Now, the last thing is your posture, right? Or how you are holding your emotions, how you are, walking or sitting through your day, right? If we're like this and we're sad and we're mopey and or if we're just like super tense all the time and all that, your body language is another expression of your self-talk, right? So by doing movements, like you all see my movements that I do those every morning to be able to release tension, negative tension that's making me tense and creating a lack of space for my positive energy to flow. All right, extremely important. Your self-confidence, right? Your energy, all of those things are going to be expressed through your body language. So by doing daily movements to be able to open up the chest and build that posture, to lengthen everything out and create space and get things moving within the body, all right, are going to help you feel good. Because now we have positive energy being able to flow because we started to release and open up all of those closed spaces from either mental tension or just physical tension from your own movement patterns and throughout the day. If you're sitting down at a desk a lot stressed out, or if you're driving and you're stressed out, or if you're just walking and you're sad and depressed and all that kind of stuff, those are your expression through your movement, your body, your posture, your patterns. All right. So by implementing routines to start your day is going to impact the rest of your day and everyone else that you come in contact with. So that's why I really focus in on starting my day off with a specific routine of gratitude, affirmations, and movements, right? Because this is going to help me. It's just like my daily vitamins to be able to make sure that I'm going to go throughout my day in the state that I want to be in. Positive, secure, grounded, right? So by doing the movements that I'm posting up here every day, take note of them, save them, start to incorporate your routine of movements and self-talk in the morning to be able to set your day up for success. All right. You all see also, and I posted today, all right, an audio from one of my favorite people that I love listening to. All right, Dr. Joe Dispenza. I listen to one of his podcasts every single morning on my way to work. All right, because again, I told you, like, I have a serious problem when I get behind the wheel and start to drive, that like I get tense, I get frustrated, I get aggro, and I start getting like, negative before I'm going to go work and work with people. So I checked myself and I said, I need as much help in this area when I'm on the road as I can. So I get my morning routine to get me going. But sometimes if I'm running behind or whatnot, I can get stressed out, just as anyone can. So I focus in on putting in a podcast that's going to help regulate my energy while I'm in an area that can stress me out, or in a situation that can stress me out. So I am trying to set myself up for success by using the tools that I have available, like listening to a podcast that's going to help calm me down and regulate my energy. I used to listen to Slipknot or Avenged Sevenfold to get me pumped up to go and work with my clients through their strength training, or through something like Orange Theory, which is high intensity interval training and all of that. Like, like we're going to go work out, we're going to get a law. But instead, I've changed all of that energy because that's not good, right? And focused in on calming myself down so I can go into a place of authority when I'm working with my clients, but not out of aggression, right? We can come in calm, cool, collective, peaceful, and loving, and focus in on showing our body that peace, that love, to actually build foundational strength, both physically and emotionally. So by taking note of where we struggle, right? That's the first step, is the awareness of our own struggles. How do we talk about ourselves? How are we talking about others? And how do we carry our body language? How do we express ourselves through our body? All right, these are the most important things, again, to take note of. So, all right, with those things, I encourage you, observe yourself. Take those notes. This is extremely hard. All right, my cat keeps wanting attention. You want to come up here? Come here. This is Waffle. This is Waffle, the black cat. He's super soft. All right, he loves coming out here and hanging out. He's got stuff all over his whiskers. But, all right, by taking note and observing yourself and starting to reflect on your actions, your mindset, your words, your body language, this is where we start to make those changes, right? Because no one's going to fix these things for you. You have to be the one to fix them. And this is all part of the journey, right? So, take those notes. I'm going to leave you with an example, all right? One of my best friends, one of my clients, y'all have seen him. He's in here, Tanner Caldwell. He's an amazing tattoo artist and just artist in general. He's been struggling. He's been going through a hard time, right? He's had his whole world kind of turn upside down. He got out of a toxic relationship that he was in for quite some time. Then he ended up losing his house because the place he was renting from was selling the property. And then he had to start getting rid of all of the things that he's obtained over the last few years. And one of them was selling an old Cadillac that he really loved and was like a big accomplishment for him, as well as getting rid of a lot of other things that he was holding on to that weren't necessarily serving him. And it was just a lot of loss for him. And through that loss, there weren't real answers that were coming through to him. And there were multiple times that he wanted to give up. He was just like, just isn't going to work out. I'm not cut out for this. I can't do this. Nothing is working. And when we get into that, someone like me, he struggled with addiction. He struggled with all the different things that I've struggled with in my life. And it's so easy to want to go back to getting strung out, getting drunk, going and getting in fights and taking out the aggression that we don't want to face, all right, on others or on ourselves in a negative aspect. But through our time and through this transition in his life, all right, we spoke and we worked on realizing that this detox of life, this process of letting go, is actually what's truly setting you up for your next level. But the more we continue to tell ourselves we can't do this, this is just not meant to be, I'm just not cut out for this, it's going to happen. And the more you tell yourself those things, the more you're going to end up choosing negative things that's going to further you into that hole that we want to get out of. And instead, we spoke every single day, and we realized how unhappy he was in those situations. Oh, he also left his job too, because he was in a toxic job. So he left his job, he separated from his ex-girlfriend, he lost his house, and he had to get rid of some of his most prized possessions. This was a lot for him to deal with. There was a lot of days where he wanted to give up, but we continued to talk, we continued to push forward, and we continued to focus in on that mindset, knowing that, hey, the things that we had to let go of were the exact things that were holding you back, the exact things that were bringing you down, the exact things that were making you miserable. However, though, having those things also made him feel comfortable, because that's all he knew. He didn't know what the potential could be once he let those things go, and how much better his life truly could be getting out of that job, getting away out of that relationship, letting go of these things that were actually making life worse, right? So we listened to Joe Dispenza every single morning to be able to, again, start that mindset, right? Even though he woke up alone, even though he's had to do a little bit of staying at a friend's house, sleeping on a couch until he's gotten into his new place, right? Having to get rid of something that he worked hard for and spent a lot of money on, and finally obtained this awesome, cool Cadillac, and all of these other things. Had to get rid of a lot of his different possessions that he's had for a long time. But clearing out that negative clutter within his life has now opened up new positive, all right, things that are going to help him grow and going to help him move forward on his mission in life and what he truly wants. So it's been challenging for him, extremely challenging for him. And there's, again, multiple days where he said that he didn't want to do it anymore. He was over it. There were some days where he fucking just straight up ignored me too. All right. And those are days where that's going to happen, where you don't want to talk to anyone. You don't want to do anything because it is fucking hard. All right. That is completely normal. But we got back on track the next day or 2 days later, and we kept moving forward. He has now got a job at a place that is awesome, amazing, surrounded by people that he loves and that support him and that are on the same mindset and game plan as him. He just got into a brand new place that he walked in, he's like, whoa, like, this place is awesome. Just the vibration is great here. The people seem super nice and friendly. It's nice and quiet. It seems like a great environment for my daughter. All of these things. Immediately as he went in there, he just felt like it was right. And he ended up getting into the place, right? And he had a lot of issues with credit and just money. It's not easy to get into a place, especially in Southern California. It's fucking expensive, and you got to jump through all these loops to get qualified, right? And he realized also a lot of the things that he had to get rid of, the physical things like the Cadillac and stuff, were actually causing him more stress and taking up more of his time and energy than that was actually supporting him. And now he feels like all of this stress, all of this tension, all of these burdens have been released, and he can fucking breathe now. And now he can get back into what he needs to do, which is creating art, because that's what his purpose is. That's what he loves to do. That's what his passion is. But over the last 6 months to a year, he hasn't been, actually probably longer than a year, probably a few years, he has not been able to get back to his sense of purpose and fulfillment. And now, through all of this self-work, all right, he's getting there, and he's never been happier. And I'm super, super happy for him and super proud of him. All right, so if you are in a position where you just can't seem to get a break, you're struggling with anxiety, you're struggling with depression, you're struggling with weight gain, or the inability to build muscle, or issues with the gut or skin, or all of these different they're all connected, right? So I encourage you, if you are not checking in on these posts each day, all of the posts that I'm focusing in on posting are going to directly correlate to all of this that we're speaking about right now. And if you are truly ready to be able to really dive in and start working on changing everything every day with just simple things, sometimes more challenging things, but to have some support, then reach out. Let's work together. I'm here for you. All right. This is my purpose. This is my passion. This is what I love to do, is be able to be here, all right, for my brothers and sisters, and be able to help you find, all right, the truth in your life, to find that passion, to find that energy, to find that self-love, to be able to move forward and do truly whatever you want to do and be happy doing it. So, all right, told you it's going to be about 30 minutes. Try to keep it short, straight to the point. I have a hard time doing that sometimes because I like to talk, but I hope you'll have a wonderful Sunday morning. And if you appreciate and enjoy things like this, let me know. I didn't see any questions pop up on here, so we'll go ahead and end it here. But I hope you'll have a wonderful rest of your day and hope this resonates with you. We'll see you next time. Bye.